Yesterday, Wednesday, July the 20th, I was on a Zoom screen with about 12 people. And the way that we opened that meeting was our weather forecast. And so across the screen, I heard partly sunny, a little windy, fair and clear. And then when I came up, I said, forecast of a hurricane. And that's just kind of how I feel right now. So coral, gorgeous flowers I'm staring at. You're going to see that right now, that are going to come into the screen. And those literally just got set out this afternoon by Kathleen, and many of you have seen her email that says, a planting party in the morning at 8 a.m. And what that means is that we are almost done with the Bill and Peggy Rogers Memorial Garden, and it is about a month early. Who comes in at a month early and on budget? Currently, we are right at $5,300, where the original budget was around maybe $6,400. And so I think, are going to come in what the estimate budget was. So thank you to the Rogers children for your generous gift to make this happen. That's pretty exciting news. And then in the midst of all of this, of getting pavers laid, and a plate compactor was donated free, but it was a timeline which made things go a little faster. All the pavers are recycled and used. All the rock dust is used. All the gravel was used. Whew! It's all gotten used in the timeline that is happening. And in the midst of all of this, Peace Village is happening. 3 to 4 weeks ago, we had one person signed up, and within about 2 weeks, we had 18. And then we had parents calling, how do I get my kids signed up for Peace Village? I'm like, well, the deadline was a few days ago, but let's talk. And so right now, we're actually back down to 12, because in our original application, we put on there and stated that we'll ask for your vaccination card, your vaccine card. And you know, parents aren't all getting their kids vaccinated. And so it's like, well, in our very first year, do we already come back on our policy? And it's been hard to make that decision and to really, this was a policy that we set. And in our first year, we're going to try to hold on to the policy for this summer, 2022. And so the even more fantabulous piece of that news is we have actually more adults volunteering than we do kids. So it's just going to be this fun, frolicky camp of really connecting with nature and understanding how we are addicted to media and how we might get unaddicted to media, and how we understand that violence begets violence. And so how do we understand those virtues of peace and grace and hope and forgiveness and patience? And then in the midst of all of that, how do we literally connect with nature and with our own body mindfulness, such that we know what's going on within us? And that's what our 8, 9, 10, and 11-year-olds will be studying, and some of us adults need to be studying that as well. And all of that is going on. I asked some of my wise people in the last 24 hours, I'm like, in your 70 plus years, have you figured out how yet to not have everything happen in the same 2 weeks? So things are going to start calming out. And then we're going to have our 20th anniversary on August the 27th and 28th. I hope right now that is on your calendar for Saturday. We're going to start out with games, cornhole, Jenga, the bags right here behind me. That's the Jenga set. If you have a cornhole set, I know that we had 3 or 4 last time, so please start telling me, Tamara, I'm bringing cornhole. Tamara, here's a new game. We need to play this game. So you need to right now be thinking about the games that we want to play as we fellowship together. And right now be thinking about the side dishes. Bernie and Mike Jennings have already talked about pork butts again, and having the cooker right out there as per normal and cooking pork butts. And then we continue to need to understand how to understand an expansive welcome. So we will have vegans and vegetarians. And so what are our side dishes that are going to be welcoming to those? And so be watching in the next 10 days or so. There'll be a Genius sign up for you to start saying, hey, I'm gonna be there, and this is what I'm gonna bring. And I hope that you are already thinking about your neighbors that you're gonna invite, your cousins that are gonna be in from town, and you're gonna bring your family with you, and just let us come celebrate 20 years together. knowing that as we finish that night off, Annie DeChant will be here with her lead guitarist and her bass guitarist, and that just her band is just, it will invoke your own spirit and nourish you. And so if you're feeling tired and run down and out of breath, I encourage you to be here on Saturday the 27th and just come get your spiritual cup filled up in the community that will be happening here on that Saturday. Two more things I want to quickly point out. This Sunday on July the 24th, we are going to take in 3 new members, I think. And so even in the midst of COVID and being online and coming back and trying to figure out what emergence looks like in the midst of this thing called a pandemic, we have 3 people, and actually we have more than that. We just haven't got them all situated on the same Sunday. We're going to take in some new members. So I encourage you to be here this Sunday on the 24th to help celebrate that. And then put on your calendar the following Sunday, July the 31st, because it's time for us to have some fun, some more. A few weeks ago, in the last Sunday in June, we had an ice cream social. So on this Sunday, the last Sunday in July, 31st, not this Sunday, which is the 24th, but in 2 Sundays, the 31st, it'll be a hybrid worship, meaning the worship will be shortened, and then we'll have a big, huge fellowship afterwards, whether that's a brunch or watermelon or just whatever that means. I don't know yet, so you might need to be telling me what that needs to look and sound like. But put it on your calendar for the July 31st and make sure that there's good weather so that we can come right out here and celebrate these amazing flowers that are going to be here, and all have watermelon juice running all over our face. So that's the news. The hurricane is going to die down. It's going to be a fantabulous week coming up and worship coming up. So I look forward to seeing you Sunday. Until next week, see you later. Is this a 4th? I'm on my 3rd take right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. You can tell me if you need to do take 5.
I just was seeing who was out here, and I want to look around. So while you do your 3rd take.